I'm in the process of replacing a wall box, an outlet box for this GFCI outlet. The problem is that the outer wall plate had started to work loose, and upon close examination found that this screw wouldn't hold anymore. So I have a new box, and this box is blue but otherwise similar to this guy in there. It has, so this is existing work. You have to go by the existing work box rather than the new work one. So this has these little wing screws, so you put that in and tighten it. So that's what we're going to try and do. Of course, first step is to turn off the switch that controls this, which is downstairs in the garage in the switch box. And then I made sure, and I took my meter to it and made sure that it wasn't live before I started work on it. And then I removed these two screws. I unscrewed this a little bit and then pulled the box out. What I'm going to do now is remove this wire nut here to the ground wire, keeping track of what's there already. These wires come in through the top, so I'm going to unscrew these guys, separate this thing, pull the wires out from there, and make suitable holes on this box. So these guys here will have to be poked through, which I'll do in a moment. So I unscrewed the wire nut, and here are these two wires that I pulled out from here. So these take a bit of strength to unscrew, but then this wire pulls out quite easily. I do need to mark these guys so that I put them back where they belong. So I'm just going to mark the top wire by bending it. There you go. So I know that that guy's the one that goes on top. I'm going to do a similar thing to the white ones on the other side. So all the wires are out. I notice now that both the wires that go on top are the ones that come from the left. So I'm going to remember that as well as I pull this box out. So this tab has to be broken out now. The easiest way is to go in there and poke a screwdriver through it, like so, and then you can just pry it out. Here it is now. I've pushed it out with a screwdriver, and let's see if I can just bend it back with my finger, and just move it back and forth, and it ought to break off. There we go, and both the tabs are out now. Now I can push the wires through. The wires are through now, and I'm going to connect this back up. So I did say very loosely top and bottom, as it turns out. The top was marked load and bottom was line. So this is the way it was oriented, and I'm going to put it back the same way. So the tops coming from the left go here, and so black here, white there, and black here, white there, black here, and white there. So here I've connected 3 of the wires. Notice that they're snug all the way in, the bare wire not showing. So they go into these holes, and then you tighten these guys. This was a bit long, so I snipped the tip off a bit, and I've got one more to go. I'm going to put that into that hole over there and tighten the screw. Simple enough. Note also that it actually tells you which the hot wire is. The hot is the black, and it says white wire on this helpfully. Okay. So here's the box all the way back in the wall. So these screws have to be tightened. Remember, there were those wings in there. So at first it takes a bit of effort to tighten them. So, and then you have to persevere and muscle your way through, and then it'll loosen up, and then go all the way and screw all the way in, and you'll feel it tightening, and that's when you know it's secure. Okay, so all my screw wires are now in place, including the wire nuts, which is a simple matter of putting these three together and then just screwing this thing on. And I'm ready to push this back in and put in these two screws and the wall plate, and I'm good to go. So pushing this back takes a little bit of strength. Yeah, it helps to sort of push the wires in first and then push this guy in. It's still kind of springy there, held to because of those wires. And these longer screws, there are two long screws, which let's see if I can put the other one there. There are two of these, one here and one here. Those go on the sort of slotted opening here. The cover plate bolts on here. It's all the way in, and now I have to put this guy back